The following video took place in the kitchen of Don, a young adult who had only recently purchased his own property. He and his best friend Jackson had bought the house together after running a fairly successful business, which they eventually sold. The primary appeal of the house was its close proximity to college, but other than that, they might have been better off staying in their parents' homes. On the positive side, the house had no known history of paranormal activity, which was a huge relief for Don. He had always been a believer in the spiritual world and was relieved to hear that there had been no past hauntings at the property. However, little did anyone know, Don would be the first to experience something truly unexplainable.
I don't see the little nigga. Snake, you a jerk. Why I gotta be a jerk? Cause you are.
He said he is a jerk. Wow. What's up, Brad? What's been doing? Burning?
What? You got still don't see the little. What little nigga? You?
Yes, I'm gonna burn now.
Who you are?
I'm a burn man.
You? Yeah, right.
Bad, bro. Red, nigga. Yeah. I've been taking him out. Gary. Hey, I got I need a battery for my other app. I got a cold. It's about this big. It's tough. Yes, you ought to see it, bro. All of it, the whole thing. No, it's an apple. Yeah. Hold on. That mother got shot.
Strangely, after paying close attention to the footage, it became apparent that a chair had moved by itself, frightening both Don and Jackson when they realized what had happened. There were no ropes or devices that could have influenced the chair's movement, and this incident marked what seemed to be the first paranormal occurrence in the house in years. This left them both shaken and questioning whether their new home was as safe and peaceful as they had hoped. Don and Jackson tried to make sense of what happened, replaying the footage over and over, yet no logical explanation seemed to fit. They wondered if they were just being paranoid, or if there was something they weren't seeing. However, after a few days, more strange occurrences began to happen. Jackson reported hearing whispers late at night, while Don swore that he saw something move across the hallway from the corner of his eye. This unsettling chain of events made them both seriously reconsider their decision to purchase the house. They even started looking into the history of the property, but found no significant records of paranormal activity, adding to the mystery. Their peaceful home had quickly become a place of fear, and neither of them could shake the growing feeling that something, or someone, was watching them. On April the 20th, 2024, Roland, a seasoned paranormal enthusiast, was minding his business when something from the underworld decided to pay him a visit. Roland had already gained a reputation online for documenting his ghost hunting experiences, and he had posted several encounters on his decently sized channel. Known as the Ghost Guy, Roland was well accustomed to paranormal events, but nothing could have prepared him for the encounter he would soon face.
Way. What the hell? Alright, that just freaking popped out of nowhere. That couldn't just come out of nowhere. That just... Alright, there's nobody back behind this clown except for the clown itself. Oh my god, no.
Out of nowhere, a strange clown figure appeared around the corner, and to Roland's surprise, he didn't even own anything resembling a clown. It seemed as if the figure had materialized from thin air, and even Roland, who was no stranger to the paranormal, was stunned into silence. Despite the fear he must have been feeling, Roland was determined to continue his investigation.
Oh, am I dealing with whatever's here existing? Because... Whoa. Alright, you need to chill out with this. Yeah, it's a dad joke, but... Alright, now, Omar was talking about one of these dolls, like, really haunted, and I believe it's back here. Right there. It's just sitting here. It's sitting right in there. And of course,
As he entered the kitchen, the refrigerator doors began to open and close on their own. Roland, already shaken by the sight of the clown, was left bewildered by the refrigerator's strange behavior. It was clear to him that this house was no longer a safe place to visit, and he would not be returning anytime soon. This event only deepened the mystery of what was happening in the house, and left Roland questioning whether he had truly experienced something supernatural, or if his mind was playing tricks on him. Rihanna, a Scottish woman, was 7 months pregnant and excited about the prospect of becoming a mother. She and her husband were eagerly awaiting the birth of their son, though they couldn't quite agree on a name. The husband favoured Gabriel, believing it was a unique yet beautiful name, while Rihanna felt it sounded too feminine for a boy. She preferred something simple and easygoing like Freddie. One night, as Rihanna sat on the sofa talking to her baby, something eerie happened.
Come on, Freddie. I know we call you Freddie, but we don't know what to call you yet. But we like it.
Wowzers.
Without warning, a can of Foster's flew off the table and crashed to the ground. This unexpected event left Rihanna and her husband stunned and searching for answers. Some people have speculated that the spirit's actions might have been a warning to Rihanna about the dangers of consuming alcohol during pregnancy, as substances like Foster's are known to be harmful. However, the true reason behind this strange occurrence remains a mystery to this day. Rihanna, shaken by what she had just witnessed, began to reconsider the spiritual beliefs she once dismissed as superstitions. She couldn't help but wonder if this was some sort of sign, a warning from the spirit world to protect her unborn child. On a Tuesday night in Russia, Vladarov was relaxing in his bedroom, enjoying a quiet evening after a long and grueling week at work. His boss had been particularly harsh, piling up an overwhelming amount of tasks, so Vladarov was looking forward to a peaceful night of rest. Unfortunately, as is often the case in paranormal videos, his peaceful night was interrupted by something far from ordinary.
Пожалуйста. Очередная долбежка в окно. Продолжается уже месяца 3. Примерно каждые 2 недели. Не знаю, так видно, не видно.
Вот и ебал я такие приколы.
A strange scraping sound began emanating from the radiator, and Vladarov spent several minutes trying to determine its source. After some investigation, he realized that there was nothing physically scraping against the radiator, and the sound seemed to be coming from nowhere. Given his experience with strange phenomena, Vladarov immediately suspected the presence of a poltergeist, and was left with an unsettling feeling that lasted the rest of the night. The sound continued for hours, and Vladarov was too terrified to sleep, wondering what might happen next. He never spoke about the experience to anyone, unsure of how they would react, but the unease stayed with him for a long time. In the next video, a family decided to play a game of hide and seek during a gathering to commemorate the death anniversary of their grandmother, the matriarch of the family. The youngest child, Coco, had suggested the game, hoping it would cheer up the grieving family members. What should have been a light-hearted activity took a terrifying turn when the seeker thought they had found Coco hiding in a wooden hut.
ちょっと待ってよ、今見えたぞ。どこだ？あれ？こっち？どこですか？どこかな？あ、ここかな？こっちかな？手で。あ、いない。見えた。こっち？いそう。ここら辺？ここかな？どこかな？あれ？いない。あれ？どこ？あれ？
However, when Coco suddenly emerged from the hut with her friends, the situation became much more puzzling. Later that evening, after the other children had gone home, the mother asked Coco how she had managed to sneak out of the hut so quickly. Coco's chilling response was enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. She claimed that she had been hiding on the other side of the boundary, suggesting the possibility that something, or someone, had been hiding with her. This unsettling encounter caused the mother to question whether her daughter had been in contact with a spirit during the game. The thought that something unexplainable had been lurking just beyond her view left the family deeply disturbed. Baby monitors have become increasingly popular in households across the United States, and the following video is a stark reminder of why they are so important. In the early stages of a baby's life, parents want to ensure they can monitor their child at all times. Unfortunately, this is one of those rare instances where the monitor caught something truly alarming. The footage shows a baby who appears to be struggling to escape something under the bed. While the wife initially claimed the baby had crawled under the bed on her own, it quickly became apparent that something far more sinister was at play. The baby was clearly trying to kick away from something beneath the bed, as though trying to escape an unseen force. This unsettling event was not an isolated incident. On another occasion, the baby was reportedly pulled under the bed by some unknown entity, raising further concerns about the presence of an evil spirit in the home. The question remains, was this the work of a malevolent entity, or was the baby simply hiding from something? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The footage left many viewers questioning the safety of the baby and the reality of what was happening inside the house.